Welcome to my incredibly small bathroom.
Chores. The universal equalizer. Whether you live in a mansion, or like me, a box, you definitely have chores that you procrastinate completing. I'm gonna show you some of the unique chores that I have to tackle while living in a camper.
Yep, that's a bug.
Anyway, most mornings I wake up at 6 a.m., but normally I have zero patience for socializing, so I'm just gonna voice over this part. I woke up, the first thing that I realized is that it was absolutely freezing inside. I went to go turn on my heater, but realized, unfortunately, I ran out of propane, which stinks, but it's chore day, so it's also kind of convenient. I like to open up all my curtains in the morning so that I can watch the sunrise, but it also puts me on display for everyone driving by the highway, so it's a give and take. I'm also not going to be making breakfast because I'm out of propane. Every single morning I make sure to make my bed because if I don't do this, my whole entire camper just looks a mess. I also sweep at least 2 times a day, sometimes 3. Just a lot of dust accumulates in here over time, especially being in the desert. I wipe off all my counters, once again, dust. Now that all my morning chores are done, I'm gonna run into town and do everything else.
So I've made it to the parking lot. This place has a laundromat, Walmart, and dollar store. But while I was driving here, I had some issues. This cabinet came flinging open, even though I have a huge lock on it that's supposed to keep it closed right here. This cabinet came open and it broke. I'm thinking that this fell out of here onto here and caused this to break. That's why I have my screwdriver easily accessible. It's a very tight space to be working in. You can see right here the screws pulled out. I just need to put them back in. That should close now. Yay! The thing about living in a home that's always moving is that things are constantly breaking. This vent up here has broken twice and I've had to fix that as well. Oh shit! I do my laundry about once every week, maybe once every week and a half. One thing that people don't think about if you don't live in a vehicle is the amount of dust that gets everywhere. Because it's windy a lot and I have my windows open, I have a cross breeze going, and in that wind, there's little particles of dust. Whenever I lint roll, it comes off orange because of the amount of dust outside that is in the fabric. That's why it's important to have cushions with covers that you can wash. Set a timer for 32 minutes.
Paula Creamer is an American professional.
No, set a timer for 32 minutes. Her name is Peaches.
Peaches.
Yeah.
Hi, Peaches. I love all these doggies.
Oh.
Are you traveling?
Yeah, we travel around the country.
Good.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
We will.
All right.
Have a nice day. Always meeting nice people in parking lots. This is my first time filming in public since being back in the United States, and honestly, I gotta say, it's kind of awkward. The difference is that, at least in Thailand, if people were talking shit about me in public while I was recording, I didn't understand, so it didn't bother me. Here, I can't understand, so it's a little bit more awkward. Whoa. Rapid dissolving. Water jugs. The cabinet that broke is where I keep all my water. Let's swing it. Ah, it worked. Cool. I got 5 gallons, so that should last me at least 3 days. On these days, I make sure to upload my videos since I'm in town and I have service. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm uploading my camper tour, actually. Yes, I did just carry this through the parking lot in front of everyone. Okay. Look at this bag after using it twice. Look. It's in pristine condition. Whenever I use a laundromat, I always use the hottest high settings, like temperature-wise, because if you think about it, everyone else uses those washing machines and some funky stuff in there. I mean, bodily fluids, crevices that have been touched. So I put it on the hottest settings on the dryer and washer, but also that kind of shrinks my clothes every time. If you guys want to see where all this stuff goes for organizing purposes, watch my last video because that was my van tour and it goes really in depth of where I put everything. Oh, good girl. You gonna make it all dirty now? Yay! Look at this in my blanket. I thought that was a spider. Whew, okay. Now I gotta take care of my trash. I'm about to do something that's been considered a little bit controversial on my channel in the past, but honestly, I don't really care. When you live in a vehicle, you have trash, and there's very minimal places to throw it away. I throw mine away at Walmart's. The main reason is that I buy 99.99% of my groceries from there. I just kind of feel like I'm returning back what I bought, basically. So let's go throw it away. So that's one of the easier chores to get done if you only have a little bit of trash. But if you have a lot, like a big bag, it's almost impossible to find a place because I don't feel comfortable throwing that away in a Walmart. You ready to go, Bubbies? Come on. This is how I let her up front, so I don't have to carry her outside. Go. Go, girl. I'll meet you up there. I'm not crawling through that window. Looks like Peaches was having fun up here eating some toilet paper, right? Being such a good girl. So now I need to go get water and dump my tanks. This is one of my favorite chores. The ground is covered in mud. Yay. At least I hope that's what that is. Normally I'd wear gloves, but I ran out of them unfortunately, so yay. Okay, let's take this. Goes into this hole. Ew. Then I just pull this lever and everything just goes out. The black tank one is really hard to pull. Then I do this one last so it can rinse out the tube because this is just sink water. For easy access to my hose, I keep it in my wheel well right here, so I just stick my arm in, feel for it, and then pull it out. It is one of those like fabric hoses, so it's not very stiff. It's very flexible. This does say that it's potable, which is important. You never, ever, 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 ever want to use non-potable water in your water tank, because non-potable water can contain different bacteria and viruses, and on top of that, heavy metals. So even if you don't drink it while you're taking a shower and you wash your face, you get a little bit of water up your nose. Guess who has a brain-eating amoeba now? Or you take a shower with water that has a lot of lead in it, that gets absorbed into your skin. Guess who has lead poisoning? So you want to make sure that the water that you get is very clean and safe. Now we just stand here for about 10 minutes waiting for it to fill up. It's time to go get some propane because we know that it's not getting any warmer at night. I have very specific tanks that need to be filled up, so some places do it, some places don't. Tractor Supply, that's where I'm going. Tractor Supply definitely will work. I'm outside and I was wondering if I could get some assistance whenever someone gets a chance, please.
Yeah, let me call somebody out for you.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna start on my tanks outside because those are a pain in the butt to get undone. Propane is right here. I have two tanks that are horizontal. It's connected on the bottom with these little screws, and I also have to hold it with my head while I do all this, so it's super fun. Oh, my propane usually lasts me about a week, and it costs about 40 bucks each fill. This is me struggling to put my tanks back in because the guy insisted that he could not help me. Apparently it's a lull. Doing this by yourself is not easy. My next chore is getting gas, which I try to do once a week, but normally it happens twice. To fill up my tank is about $200 depending on the price of diesel. I found a really good price. It's $4.83, which is the lowest I've found since I've been on this trip leaving Maryland. I'm not kidding, it's the lowest price I've found, so I'm super excited. Coolio. I put in $50.01 and it got me just over a quarter. But keep in mind, I still had a little over a quarter in here to begin with. So those are most of the chores that I need to get done while I'm out. Now I just need to find a camp spot, which also counts as a chore. Cause sure, it is fun to stay at the same place every time, but at the same time that can get kind of boring. So I'm gonna try to find a new place in the area that I haven't been to yet. The easiest way to do this is just to drive into the national forest and then find a random road. I will show you an example. All right, so I'm driving through the national forest. Now I'm just gonna look for a sign like this one. It says Kelly Canyon Road. I'm just gonna go left because that's what I feel like doing. I'm really just looking for a spot on the side of the road to pull off on. I do still have phone service, which is great. Let's go here. Ooh, that's bumpy. Wow, okay. Ooh. That's the only thing, are like these boulders that are just on the ground. These like big rocks will get you. It is really that easy to find a camp spot in a national forest. Welcome to my incredibly small bathroom. Now it's time for my final chore. The only reason I kind of count this chore word a chore, sometimes I can't speak, is because this means that I'm gonna have to empty my black tank sooner because I'm gonna fill it up with my shower, but it is what it is. It's worth it. I want to be clean. I feel gross, especially after emptying my tanks earlier without gloves. So I'm really excited for this shower. I realized I did not have my hot water like warmed up all the way, so that was kind of cold actually. I was really hoping for like a nice, pleasant, warm shower after a long day, but it is what it is.
But that is what a normal chore day looks like for me. I know that I definitely have some more chores than you probably do, and some different ones as well. A lot of you probably don't have to go to a gas station just to get water to shower, but everyone has their own things. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Doing all of those are free ways that you can help my channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. Really quick, I just want to give a shout out to my OnlyFans. You can find the link for that in the description. And also, before I go, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. Thank you guys so very much. Because of you, I'm able to continue making content and show you all of the beautiful places that the world has to offer, but mostly the US for now. But thank you guys so very much. I could not do this without you. And an extra special thank you goes to Robert Swan, Scott Krutz, Brian Butterfield, Michael Posh, Scott Sweaters, Paul Carpenter, and Britt Saunders. But thank you guys once again. I really appreciate it. If you would like to join, all the information will be in the description, along with other ways that you can support the channel if you would like. But I think that that's all that I have to say. Peace out. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever time it is when this video reaches you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
All right, dog.